he was diagnosed with leukemia on the 18th of February this year, 2020. We went to Rob Ferreira, and with Rob Ferreira, that's when they quickly diagnosed that, no, this is something different. He needs to go to Steve Biko. So to us, there as we're moving, we saw that there's something wrong with him now. And when we got to Steve Biko, that's when we got the diagnosis that this is leukemia, it's cancer. I just thought maybe it's a different place now where we are. It's just going to get some medication, then we go home. But later I heard that this is a cancer ward. The kids that you're seeing that are running around, they've got cancer. That's when I got a shock now. Like, really? So this is where we are? And I was in shock. Not having for me somewhere to stay would have also caused a lot of challenges for my son, because I would not be able to see him when he was going through the times of hard times during chemotherapy. And him was also adjusting to the scenario around him, like the machines and everything. But the most good part that happened, that removed all our stress, is the cancer lodge that we managed to get ourselves into. We were offered this place. We were told in a way that there is a place where you can stay while the child is getting treatment, and also you have somewhere to rest, somewhere you can interact with other parents. You be provided with food. You don't need to pay for the rentals. You don't need to pay for the food. You just have to be there, and also maybe open up to others and also learn from what they are going through. And it has been a blessing. Yeah, it's been a strain to the family, yes. In life you never expect to save as much for this kind of things to happen. Yes, we know there are things that happen, but you don't have enough time to save for these things. And it was a surprise. It was something that came as a shock also, as well. Yeah. With Ain, when he was born with clubfoot. So also it was a shock when we didn't know much about it. Is one person who's teaching us more of medical things. So when he was born with clubfoot, and we had to go through rehabilitation for his foot to be corrected. Most of the times we used to share the duties. Usually that's the mother was going with him. When she's gone, she has to suspend most of her work, and maybe she's got other orders to do. She has to give them later dates for the orders to come out. There's this kind of sicknesses. We tend to think they're sicknesses that will go away. So there are so many kids out there that are facing the same problem. Maybe it's just a little thing, but they just keep thinking it's going away, and yet it's spreading all over the body. And by the time they realize this thing is big, then it's too late. The moment he was sick, he was all down. He was lying, and he was always in pain. You could tell he's in pain. He was in pain, and it was terrible for us. And it was also terrible for him. We felt for him as much, yes. The first thing I'll say, they need to support him. They need to look after him, encourage him. And it's something that he never asked for, so we need to be there for them. And they will be going through hard times, and they just need to understand them, especially the emotional part where they are very moody and so on. They just need to understand them and care for them. Even other diseases, the government can build something like this on every hospital, where even families can come and stay together during these times when somebody's getting treatment or when they really need a family unit. It will help a lot. Was one thing we need is we need an awareness of the sicknesses, the diseases that are going around in the world. And we as families, we also need to understand them and have an awareness of what is needed to these people to help them out. And we can only experience this when we are close to them. It's not only in the wards that we visit them for 1 hour, then we understand them. It also needs, when they are out, we get to know what really goes on even around other patients. Because when you're in that kind of facility, you're exposing yourself to other people also that are suffering from different diseases. You get to know what it is when somebody is sick and what's going on. And as communities, we may be able also to help out to the government as well.